He said, tell me now, tell me the worry that knit up your brow. She said to slow down this train, slow down the iron that runs in my veins. Hear you tapping at my kitchen door. I can hear the river run and the river won't roar. Don't you know I'm already sure? I can hear you tapping at my kitchen door. No, got so quiet, she put out her flame. But fate stayed the same. Faith came around with that smile on his face the next day. Follow me down, follow me down with your pick and your plow. I can hear you tapping at my kitchen door. I can hear the river run and the river want more. Don't you know I am already sure? I can hear you standing quiet at my kitchen door.
The bats drop not in a sunken skull imprint of our bodies on the bed. A plaster molded scene, delicate enshrined, a masterpiece left to die. Here we go again, a splitting of the wood, carved and thinned. Until there's nothing left but some shavings and an album that you left behind.
What you do in life chooses you. You can choose not to do it. You can choose to try to do something safer. You can tell what I love by the color of the paintings. You can tell my inner life by the darkness in some of them, and you can tell what I want from the brightness in some of them. I was not the type of kid you could say, as a punishment, go to your room, because my room was heaven to me. My isolation was welcome. I sketched all the time, but I didn't do a lot of painting. Suddenly, 6 years ago, at a time when I was trying to heal a broken heart, I decided, well, maybe I'll paint.
When your heart is in love, you're floating, weightless. But when you lose that love, you have to re-enter the atmosphere. And it can get pretty rough. You're just bouncing off one molecule onto the next, ripping through them at such a pace that they just ignite and explode until you find another heart that's doing the
of 2020. It is the 31st of December, and we made it. We made it out through this wild ride of a year. And although I do feel that the solstice felt like more of a new year kind of portal, for me personally, this is a collective kind of, a majority of the collective, a lot of cultures no, but majority of the collective see this as a new year, so I guess there's kind of a placebo effect in that sense. So 2021 begins tomorrow, and this year, I'm sure for some people has flown by or just gone in the blink of an eye, and some has dragged on forever, and perhaps a bit of both at different times. And I would love for this recording to be a space where you reflect on this year and to really have that space of release before we go into that next year, 2021. Because, like we said, even if it is just placebo, these things work. Setting these intentions, feeling into what you're letting go of and what you're calling in. And they're just beautiful spaces to be in, because why not, you know? Why not set time aside to do these things and to feel into these new energies that you do want in your life? And yeah, it can only lead to good things, you know? So I would love for you to come into a comfortable seated position. Maybe you're listening to this while you're driving, but that's cool. Yeah, just come into, you don't need to lie down or anything, but if you feel comfortable to, you can close down your eyes. If you're not able to close down the eyes in this moment, just bringing your awareness to your internal space, to your inner world, the worlds of emotions, connection to the world beyond this physical one, to your soul or your spirit, however you feel it. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. And as you're breathing in and out, begin to make the breaths deeper with each cycle. And breathing up through the body. And as you breathe up, holding that breath at the top, allowing all of that air to fill up, and then giving yourself that release on the exhale. And just continuing to move in this cycle of the breath at your own pace. But just noticing how it brings you back into presence, into connection with what's real, what sustains you. You might like to also just feel into some gratitude for your body right now, in all the ways that it supports you, keeps you breathing, keeps you moving, keeps you alert. All of the systems within your beautiful body that combine to sustain your life here so you can listen to this podcast in this moment. and just really reflect on how much everything is a miracle and everything is something to tune into gratitude about, because really, yeah, it's miraculous. So just continuing to breathe. And now, moving your awareness to the space between your eyes, your third eye. Moving our awareness here just allows us to set the intention to open up this space of visionary exploration, and it just brings energy there so that we can feel it opening and have a visionary experience. So just bringing your awareness there, noticing how it feels. Perhaps it starts pulsating or just feels different. And now just in your mind's eye, visualizing that third eye opening. And as it opens, I would love for you to imagine a golden thread coming from your third eye out and up through the sky above you, and it almost spirals up through the roof of your home into the vast sky, up and up and up, just visualizing that spiraling golden cord going up, up, up through the sky, up until it reaches the clouds. It continues to spiral until you feel it reach a plateau, and your awareness is up there with that cord, and you notice at this plateau the space around you is limitless and white, almost like a heavenly realm, complete nothingness, but you feel so expansive in this space. And as your awareness is here to this vast, limitless white space, we're going to start to bring in the awareness of this year, 2020. Now, feeling into this year, 2020, you're going to begin to notice an object appear in the space. This object is a representative of this year, how this year has been for you. It might appear in whatever way, whatever shape, but start to make out what this year has been represented by for you. Good or bad, whether you judge it or not. If it's a TV, it's because you've been watching a lot of Netflix. That's all good. Whatever it is, whatever this year has represented for you, just bringing it to the forefront. And as you're here in this state of reflection on 2020, allow yourself to feel into a word or a feeling, an energy that this year represented for you too. And just trust the first thing that comes into your mind now. Could be a whole sentence or a phrase. Trust anything that's coming into your mind. Just reflect on it. And in this space of reflection, in this vast, limitless space, we're also going to feel into a lesson of 2020, to Take time to notice what's coming into your mind right now, and whether it appears in any sort of form or being or another object in the space, symbolizing this lesson you learnt in 2020, or whether it just appears as words or a feeling or a knowingness of your main lesson that 2020 has taught you. Although I know there are many, if you do have a space where you're able to journal later, it'd be good to write these down. Just allowing your visionary eye to conjure it up for you, to bring it to the forefront, this lesson of 2020. And now you begin to bring your awareness to the space again, noticing these elements together that represent 2020 for you, noticing the object that appeared, the words that this year represented for you, and the lesson that you learnt this year, or the lessons. Everything that your third eye, that your higher self conjured up right now, noticing all of these things together in the space, and how does it feel to see them all represented here? And not judging good or bad, just noticing these things that made up 2020 for you.